Rock Computer College. Define quality training in information technology.
PowerPoint is a presentation program that allows you to create dynamic slide presentations. Now, these presentations can include animations, narrations, images, videos, and much more. In this lesson, you'll learn your way around the PowerPoint interface, including the ribbon, quick access toolbar, and backstage view. Now, let's open PowerPoint program. So go to your search bar and type PowerPoint. Then click on it to open. And when you open PowerPoint for the first time, the start screen will appear. From here, you'll be able to create a new presentation, choose a template, and access your recently edited presentations. So from the start screen, locate and select blank presentations to access the PowerPoint interface. So this is the PowerPoint interface. And we'll start with the ribbon. Now over here, this is the ribbon. Now the ribbon contains multiple tabs, each with several groups of commands. Now we have Insert tab, Design tab, Transitions, and so on. And each of these tabs have their own groups of command. We have the font group, the paragraph group, drawing group, and a home tab. Then some groups also have a small arrow in the bottom right corner that you can click for even more options, like this one. Then you can select whatever you want, and once you're done, you close that. So these little icons offer more options in PowerPoint. Now, if you feel like the ribbon is taking up too much space on your screen, you can choose to hide or minimize it. Click the ribbon display option arrow in the upper right corner of the ribbon display to display this drop-down menu. Now over here we have three options. We have the auto hide ribbon, the show tabs, and the show tabs command. So if you choose this first one, auto hide ribbon, it displays your workbook in full screen mode and completely hides the ribbon. So to show the ribbon, click the expand icon over here and the ribbon will pop up right up. Then the second option we have is show tabs. Now this option hides all command groups when they are not in use, but tabs will remain visible, just like I have over here. To show the ribbon, simply click a tab. So I'll click on any tab and the ribbon will come back right up. Then the third option we have is show tabs and commands. Now this option maximizes the ribbon. All of the tabs and commands will be visible. Then just know that this option is selected by default when you open PowerPoint for the first time. Now let's look at the tell me what you want to do feature. We call it the tell me feature. Now if you're having trouble finding the command you want, the tell me feature can help. It works just like a regular search bar. You just type whatever you're looking for. So let's type a command like align. Then the commands will come up over here. A list of options will appear and you can use the command directly from the menu without having to find it on the ribbon. Now that's the tell me feature. Then we have the quick access toolbar. Now the quick access toolbar lets you access common commands no matter which tab is selected. And by default, it includes the save, undo, and redo plus start from beginning command. Now you can add other commands depending on your preference. So to add commands to the quick access toolbar, click the drop down arrow, this one. Then from here, choose whichever command you want to add. You can add the email command or the spelling command. Let's add that. And as you can see, it will be added to the quick access toolbar. Then PowerPoint includes several tools to help organize and arrange content on your slides. These include the ruler, the guides, and the grid lines. Now these tools make it easier to align objects on your slides. Simply click the check boxes in the show group on the view tab to show and hide these tools. So currently you can see my rulers. If you go under view tab, we have these three over here, the ruler, the grid lines, and the guides. So you can choose to turn them on like that, and they'll guide you as you create your presentation. And you can also choose to hide them by just unchecking those boxes, and that's how you hide those options, those commands, those rulers, the guides, and the grid lines. Then over here we have the 4 view options. Now PowerPoint has a variety of viewing options that change how your presentation is displayed. You can choose to view your presentation in a normal view, which is selected by default, slide sorter view, we have the reading view, and or the last one is the slideshow view. Then once you're done, you can click escape and it will take you back. You can select now the normal view, which is selected by default. Then we have the zoom controls over here, so you can zoom in or zoom out by clicking and dragging the zoom control slider to the right or to the left. You can also use these plus and minus icons to zoom out and to zoom in. And the number next to the slider, this one, displays the current zoom percentage, and it's also called the zoom level. Now mine is at 70% currently. Lastly, we'll look at backstage view. Now backstage view gives you various options for saving, opening, printing, and sharing your presentations. So to access backstage view, click the file tab on the ribbon, and here you're in the backstage view. Now here are the options. You can open recent documents, you can choose a new template or blank document. There's a save command, you can print, share. There are lots of options over here. Now that you're familiar with the PowerPoint interface, you're ready to create a presentation. PowerPoint files are called presentations. Now, whenever you start a new project in PowerPoint, you'll need to create a new presentation, which can either be blank or from a template. You'll also need to know how to open an existing presentation. To create a new presentation, select the File tab to go to the Backstage view, then click on New. Then from here, you can choose to work with a blank presentation, so select that, and you can start working from a blank presentation from this presentation. Now, to create a new presentation from a template, now a template is a pre-designed presentation you can use to create a new slideshow quickly. Templates often include custom formatting and designs, so they can save you a lot of time and effort when starting a new project. So again, click the File tab to go to the Backstage view, then click on New. Then from here, you can choose from the suggested templates, or you can search one from over here. Then select whichever you want, and it will come with a preview, and you can make your changes from over here. And once you are comfortable with the preview, click on Create, and you can start working from there. Now you can also open an existing presentation. Again, select the File tab to go to the Backstage view. Then from here, click on Open. Choose the presentation you want from the recent presentations from over here and click on it to open. So I can click on this and then it will open, But if you go back and you don't see the presentation from the recent presentations, you can click on Browse, then locate where it is, click on it, then select Open, and it will be opened up in your program. Now you can also pin a presentation. So if you go to the Backstage view under Open, here we have the recent presentations. Now if you frequently work with the same presentation, you can pin it to the Backstage view for easy access. Just hover the mouse over the presentation, just like this, then click on the push pin icon to pin that presentation. Again, if you want to unpin a presentation, just click on that push pin icon and you've unpinned that presentation. Now you know how to create and open presentations in PowerPoint. Whenever you create a new presentation in PowerPoint, you'll need to know how to save in order to access and edit later. Now, it's important to save your presentation whenever you start a new project or make changes to an existing one. Just locate and select the Save command on the Quick Access toolbar. This one over here, just click on it. Now, if you're saving the file for the first time, the Save As pane will appear in the Backstage view. Now from here, you'll need to choose where to save the file and give it a file name. So click Browse, then give it a file name. I'll name mine Save. Then a location, I'll save it in the desktop. Then click on Save. Now the presentation will be saved, and you can click the Save command again now to save your changes as you modify the presentation. You can also access the Save command by pressing Ctrl+S on your keyboard. Now that's a shortcut. Now you can also use Save As command to make a copy. If you want to save a different version of a presentation while keeping the original, you can create a copy. To do this, go back to the Backstage view, then click on Save As. Now browse wherever you want to save that document and give it a different file name. So I'll save this one presentation 2. Then I'll also save it on my desktop, then click Save. Now I've saved. If I minimize this, you'll see I have two PowerPoint presentations. The first one, the original one, is Save, and the second one is Presentation 2. So you can use the Save As command to make a copy of the original presentation. Now you know how to save, how the difference between Save and Save As in presentations in PowerPoint. Now let's look at working with slides. Now we'll first look at how to add, delete, duplicate, copy a slide, and much more. But first, let me show you how to add a new slide. Now there are 3 ways of adding a new slide. The first one is by going to Home tab, then clicking on the New Slide command, the top half of it. Now as you can see, I have 2 slides. So if I click over here, I'll add a new slide. I'll add that slide. The other way of adding a slide is by using a shortcut Ctrl M. So I have 3 slides. If I press Ctrl M, I will add a new slide. And the other way is by right clicking between slides. So if I come over here, then I right click in between these 2 slides, then I'll choose this New Slide command, and a new slide will be added. But if you've noticed, all these slides have the same layout. Now if you want to change the layout of any slide, just select the slide, then go to the layout command over here, press this drop down arrow, then select the layout that you want. You can select any layout and then it will be applied to your slide. Again, just select the slide, go to the layout command, then select the layout that you want, and then it will be added to your slide. Now let's look at how to copy a slide, how to copy and paste a slide. Now you can use the shortcuts Ctrl C, Ctrl V to copy and paste, and you can also use these commands under Home tab. So I'll copy this slide. So select the slide, click on copy, then go to wherever you want to paste it. Like I'll paste it in between these 2 slides. So I'll select then click on the paste command, and as you can see, I've pasted that slide in between these 2. So that's how you copy and paste. And as remember, you can also use the shortcuts Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Now you can also duplicate a slide. So let's say I want to duplicate this slide again. All I have to do is use the shortcut Ctrl D. If I press Ctrl D, it will duplicate itself. Again, another method, you can just right click on it, then use the duplicate slide command from here, and it will be duplicated. So there are 2 ways of duplicating. You can use the shortcut Ctrl D, or you can right click and select that command from over here. Now let's look at how to rearrange slides. It's very easy. If you want to rearrange your slides, you just have to drag and drop. So select the slide you want to move. I'll select this one, then just hold on it, drag it, and then drop it. Now that's how you rearrange slides. So you just select it, then you drag and drop it where you want it. That's how we rearrange slides. Now another thing is how to delete a slide. So let's go to any slides over here. Now in total I have 8 slides, as you can see. So what you can do, one, you can select the slide, then click the delete key on your keyboard, and as you can see, it's been deleted. I had a total of 8 slides, now I have 7. So just select the slide, like I'll select this one, then press the delete key on your keyboard. Again, you can just select the slide, then right click and select delete slide from this menu. So if I select that, I'll be left with a total of 5 slides. Now let's look at how to adjust a placeholder. Now this is a placeholder. Now you can adjust this. You adjust it. One, you can move it around. So if I hover and see this icon, I can move it around and place it where I want to. Let's work with this slide. So I have 2 placeholders over here. So if I select this one, I can move it up a little bit, move this one down a little bit. So that's how you move a placeholder. Again, you can also resize it. I can make it larger, smaller by using these corners. So I can resize it like this and make it small. I can make it larger. I can do anything I want to it. You can resize it however you want. Then you move it. And then another thing, lastly, I'll show you how to change a background style. Now by default, the background in your slide is white, but you can change that. Just go to the design tab, then click on the format background command. And from here you can choose any kind of fill you want. There's a solid fill, a gradient fill, a pattern fill. You can choose whichever you want. So I'll go for a solid fill. Then over here I'll choose a color. I'll go for that color. Then you can choose whether you want to apply it to all your slides or to just one. So if I leave it at that, I'll have applied it to only that slide. As you can see, the other slides are still white. But if I come back and click on the apply to all command, all the slides will change color and the background will be green. So that's how you change background color. Now let's look at applying themes to our presentation. A theme is a predefined combination of colors, fonts, and effects. So to apply a theme, just go to the design tab, then under the themes group, click the more drop down arrow, then select the theme that you want to work with. So I'll select this one, and then that theme will be applied to your whole presentation. Now you can change the variants in this theme by going to the variants group and clicking the more drop down arrow. Now from here you can change the colors. I'll go for that one. You can also change the fonts, the effects, and the background styles. So just have fun with customizing your own theme. Next, we'll look at applying transitions, and we do this to give off a certain effect. Just go to the transitions tab, like I am over here. Then under transition to this slide group, this one, click the more drop down arrow. Then from here you can select the transitions that you want. Now we have the subtle group, exacting, and dynamic content, and by default it's set to none, as you can see. So for the first slide, I'll select dissolve, and then it will give me a preview. I'll go to the second slide and choose vortex, and you can see it will give me a preview. I'll go to the third slide and add another one, honeycomb, and it gives you a preview. Lastly, I'll add random bars. And that's how you add transitions to a presentation. Now you have preview options. Let's say you're done editing your presentation, but you want to come back to the first slide and have a preview of the transition that you added. You can do that by clicking on the preview command over here, and as you can see, it will give you a preview. Or you can also click on this. Now let's say I'm on the second slide. You can click on the play animations command to get a preview of that transition. Now you can also change the duration of a transition. So currently on slide 2, this transition lasts for 4 seconds, as you can see, and if I play it, you'll see it will take a bit longer. As you can see, it takes up to 4 seconds to finish, but I can reduce that to make it go faster. So let's give it around that. Then if I play it, let's look at the preview. It went super fast. Now I'll take it back to 4 seconds, like that, and now it will take a bit longer to play the transition again. Now you can also add sound effects to your transitions. All you have to do is come to the sound command, then over here click the drop down arrow and then select from this list over here. So I'll select I'll go to the first slide, come over here and select drum roll. So I'll apply that sound effect to the first slide. So if I play this from the beginning, you can hear it will give that sound effect. Now press escape to leave the slideshow mode and come back to my presentation. And then we have this advanced slide settings under timing group. Now normally in slideshow view, you will advance to the next slide by clicking your mouse or by pressing the space bar or arrow keys on your keyboard. Now we have the advanced slide setting in the timing group, which allows the presentation to advance on its own and display each slide for a specific amount of time. So all you have to do is uncheck this box on mouse click and check after. Then from here I can choose how long I want a slide to stay, then it moves to the next one. So I'll select 2 seconds, then click on apply to all command, and this will be applied to all the slides. So if I play this from the beginning, it will take it 2 seconds for it to go to the next slide. For it to go to the other side, it also takes 2 seconds. So that's how you use the advanced timing. So I'll click escape to go back. If you're new to PowerPoint, you'll need to learn the basics of working with text. Now in this lesson, you'll learn how to cut, copy, paste, and format text. Now if you have a blank slide like I do, you can start typing from anywhere inside the placeholder. So just click, then start typing. Then once you're done typing, you might want to format your text. Now we have the font group under home tab, and this is where you will format your text. So first select your text, then you can make it bold, you can make it into italics, you can underline it, you can change the font color, you can even make it larger or shrink it if you want, and change the font type. So that's how you format your text in PowerPoint. Now to copy paste, it's easy. Just select the text that you want to copy, then click on the copy command under home tab, or you can use the shortcut Ctrl+C. Then go to wherever you want to paste it. So you can come over here and click on the paste command, and you will have pasted that text. Again, if you want to cut and paste, just select the text that you want to cut by clicking and dragging over it, then clicking on the cut command under home tab, or using the shortcut Ctrl+X. Then go to wherever you want to paste it, then click on the paste command under home tab. So that's how you cut, copy and paste in PowerPoint. Now you might also want to drag and drop to move a certain text. So like I'll select this as an example and then drag it. So once you've selected it, just drag it and drop it wherever you want. And that's how you drag and drop in PowerPoint. Now you know how to cut, copy, paste, and format text in PowerPoint. As you add more slides to a presentation, it can be difficult to keep everything organized. Now, fortunately, PowerPoint offers tools to help you organize and prepare your slideshow. Now we have slide views. Now, PowerPoint includes several different slide views, which are all useful for various tasks. And there are four main slide views. As you can see from down here, we have four. And the first one that we are on right now is the normal view. So this is the default view where you create and edit slides. And you can also move slides in the slide navigation pane on the left. So I can move this and rearrange them. Then we have the slide sorter view. Now in this view, you'll see a thumbnail version of each slide, and you can drag and drop slides to reorder them quickly. So I can drag and drop them anywhere to rearrange them. Then we have the reading view. Now this view fills the PowerPoint window with a preview of your presentation, and it includes easily accessible navigation buttons at the bottom right. So I can move forward and backwards using these two navigation buttons. Then lastly, we have the slideshow view. Now this is the view you'll use to present to an audience, and it will have a menu down here where you can use to navigate through the PowerPoint. And it also includes some cool tools such as the laser pointer, pen, and highlighter. To exit this view, I'll just click on escape, then come back to normal view. I'm back to normal view. And you can add notes to your slide from the notes pane that can help you deliver or prepare for your presentation. And now to add notes, just click the notes command at the bottom of your window, this one, and then click and drag to resize the notes pane. Now from here, you can type anything. You can type whatever you want to be teaching. Like, let's say this is teaching about operating system, so I'll explain it to them. Now everything is in caps. So you just do what you want. You can just add any notes over here. Then once you're done, as you print, you can even print these notes out once you're done. So these notes will come in handy when you are presenting your presentation. Now once you're done, you can click this to hide it. And as you can see, you've hidden the notes pane. Again, you can view the notes pane by going to the view tab and clicking on notes page. And from here, you can work on your notes on each slide individually. And you can use this scroller to work on different slides at a time. Then go on and add your notes. Then we have the outline view, which is over here, this outline view. I will select it like that. Now what outline view does, it shows your slide text in outline form. Now this allows you to quickly edit your slide text and view the content of multiple slides at once. You could use this layout to review the organization of your slideshow and prepare to deliver your presentation. Now you can make your edits from over here. So I can make edits from over here, and you can see whatever I'll do from here will affect the slide that I'm on. Then once you're done, to exit this view, just click on the normal view command under view tab, and it will take you back to your normal view. Then we have slide sections. Now if you have a lot of slides, you can organize them into sections to make your presentation easier to navigate. Sections can be collapsed or expanded in the slide navigation pane and named for easy reference. So let me show you how to create slide sections. Just go to Home tab, then select where you want your slide section to begin. So I'll select this one, then click on the section command and choose Add Section. Then it will name itself as Untitled Section. Now I want to rename that, so I'll come back to Section command and click on Rename Section. Then from over here, I can give it whichever name that I want. Then click on Rename. And that section will be renamed as Software. Now I'll come and add another one from over here. Select the slide where you want the section to begin. Then click on Section command, click on Add Section. It will name itself as an Untitled Section. Now you can rename that, just Section command, rename section. Then from over here, rename that. Then click on Rename. And as you can see, now I have two slide sections. So I can collapse them by clicking on this icon over here and clicking on that. And as you can see now, it looks much less crowded. Yeah, it's easy to navigate from over here. If I want to expand them, I'll just click on this and I'll expand my slides. Now if you want to remove a slide, section, just select the slide section, then click on the section command and click on remove section, and that section will be removed. Again, you can click on section command and click on remove all sections to remove all sections from your slides. When you're working with longer presentations, it can be difficult and time-consuming to locate a specific word or phrase. PowerPoint can automatically search your presentation using the Find feature, and it allows you to quickly change words or phrases using the Replace feature. Now, to find text from the Home tab, click the Find command, and a dialog box will appear, this one. Now, enter the text you want to find in the Find What field. So I'll type computer, then click Find Next. Now if the text is found, it will be selected. As you can see, it's been found from, this is the first appearance of that word, and it will be selected, and then you can do whatever you want, make your edits. Then once you're done, click on Close and you're good to go. Now let's look at replacing text. Now at times you may discover that you've repeatedly made a mistake throughout your presentation, such as misspelling someone's name, or that you need to exchange a particular word or phrase for another. Now here you can use the Replace feature to make quick revisions. Again, from the Home tab, click the Replace command, and then this dialog box will appear. Now, type the text that you want to find in the Find What field. So I'll type operating system. Then type the text you want to replace it with in the Replace With field. So I want to replace it with OS. Then once you're done, click Find Next. Now if the text is found, it will be selected. Now review the text to make sure you want to replace it. So as you can see, this is my first appearance. So review it to make sure you want to replace it. And if you want to replace it, select one of the replace options. Now I want to replace, you can either replace it alone or you can choose to replace all. And replace all will replace every instance. So in my example, I'll just replace. And as you can see, that's how you use the Replace command. The selected text will be replaced. Then once you're done, click Close and you're good to go. Now, even though PowerPoint presentations are designed to be viewed on a computer, there may be times when you want to print them. And you can even print custom versions of our presentations which can be especially helpful when presenting your slideshow. Now, the print pane makes it easy to preview and print your presentations. And to access the print pane, just go to File tab, then click on the print command. Then from here, this is the print pane, and here is where you'll change the settings, and this is the preview that you'll get. Now, here at the top, you can choose the number of copies that you want to print. So by default, it's at 1. You can choose whether you want 2, 3, as many copies as you want, but I'll stick with 1. Then from here is where you select your printer. So if you've attached your printer here, you'll see it, then select it, and you'll directly print on your printer. Now again, you can convert the PowerPoint slide or a PowerPoint presentation to a PDF by clicking on Microsoft Print to PDF. So if I select that, then I click on Print, you see my document will be saved as a PDF. So if I say I'll save it in desktop, then give it a file name. I'll name it File 1 and then save. So it's saving. Now, if I go to my desktop, you will see the PDF file. So if I click on this, I can open it with Word. I can use any other app to open this PDF file, which is over here. So let's go back to our PowerPoint. We're over here, print. Now, again, here there are some settings that you can change. Now, this setting, print all slides, you can choose whether you want to print all slides or some slides. Now, if you click on this drop down arrow, we have print selection, print current slide, or custom range. So if you click on print current slide, it will only print the current slide, and the current slide that I'm on is this one. If you come to custom range, now here you can enter specific slides to print. So if I want to print slide number 1, then separate them with a comma, slide number 3 and slide number 5. Now, once I click print, I'll only print only those 3 slides. But if you want to print all the slides, just select print all slides. And all the slides in your presentation will be printed. Then over here we have full page slides. Now, this command allows you to print one slide on one page, but you can choose to add 2 slides to one page, and it will give you a preview from over here. If I come back again, you can even do 6 slides in one page. You can choose how many slides you want to print in one page, but I'll take mine back to full page slide. Then again, if you've noticed, there are note page. Now, if you want to print out the notes that you've been writing as you do your presentation, you can click on notes page. Now your presentation will come over here, your slide, and your notes will appear at the bottom from over here. So then I'll click on full page slide and leave it at that. Then over here you can change the color. Now, if you want to print it with color, you can leave it at color. But if you want it to be a grayish, you can click on grayscale and you see the preview. You can also select pure black and white, and then it will be in black and white, and then you can print it out as a black and white document. So I'll take mine back to color. And that's how you edit the settings as you want to print out your presentation. Then once you're done, you click on print and it will be printed out for you. By default, when you type text into a placeholder, a bullet is placed at the beginning of each paragraph. Now this automatically creates a bulleted list. If you want, you can modify a list by choosing a different bullet style or by switching to a numbered list. Now, to modify a bullet style, so I'll go here. So as you can see, I have a bullet list over here. So first select the existing list that you want to format. Then under Home tab, go to the bullets command and click the drop down arrow. Then from here, select the desired bullet style that you want from this menu. So if I select this one, the bullet style will appear in the list. Again, to modify a numbered list, so I'll come over here, have a numbered list over here. So select the list, Then under Home tab, come to the numbering command, click the drop down arrow, then again select the desired numbering option from the menu that appears, and the numbering style will appear in the list. Now by default, numbered lists count from number 1. However, sometimes you may want to start counting from a different number, like if the list is a continuation of something. So I'll undo this. Now I want this to be a continuation of this. So I want it to be 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5. Now this is what you do. You select the list you want to modify. Then on the Home tab, click the bullets command, click the drop down arrow, then select bullets and numbering. Now a dialog box will appear, and in the start at field, enter the desired starting number. So I want to start at 3. Once you're done, click OK, and the list numbering will change. As you can see now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now whether you're using a bulleted or numbered list, you may want to change its appearance by adjusting the size and color of the bullets or numbers. Now this can make your list stand out and match the appearance of your presentation. So I'll select this bulleted list and work with it. So first select the list that you want to modify. Then on the Home tab, the bullets command, click the drop down arrow, then go to bullets and numbering. Now a dialog box will appear, listen, and in the size field here you can set the bullet size, so you can increase it if you want. Put mine at 70. Then click the color drop down arrow over here and select a color. So I'll go with a pink. Yes. Then once you're done, click OK, and the list will be updated. Now you can see the new bullet size and color. Now you can customize your bullets by using symbols. Now if you want to use symbols as a bullet, just select the existing list. So I want to use symbols over here instead of bullets. I'll select this list. Then on the Home tab, click the bullets drop down arrow, then go to bullets and numbering. Again, a dialog box will appear, and on the bulleted tab, click customize. Now the symbol dialog box will appear. So from here you can select the symbol that you want, but you can click this drop down over here and select whichever font you want. I'll go with let's see, yeah. You can select whichever font you want, then select the symbol you want to work with. So let's select this one, then click OK. Then click OK again, and as you can see, it will be updated in your list. Adding pictures can make your presentations more interesting and engaging. Now you can insert a picture from a file on your computer onto any slide. Now to insert a picture from a file, select the Insert tab, then click Pictures command, and a dialog box will appear. Now locate and select the desired image file, then click Insert. The picture will appear on the currently selected slide. So here it is, and I will resize it. Now you can also click the Pictures command in a placeholder to insert images. So let's say like I have a new blank slide. So I'll click New over here. So over here we have the Pictures command. Here it is. So you can click on it and insert a picture if I want. Click Insert, and it will be inserted in your slide. Now let's look at moving and resizing pictures. Once you've inserted a picture, you might want to move it to a different location on the slide or change its size. Now PowerPoint makes it easy to arrange pictures in your presentation. So first, to select a picture, just simply click on it to select it. So you just click on it and it will be selected. Now to resize a picture, click and drag the corner sizing handles, this one. can make it larger or bigger if you want. So that's how you resize. Now the corner sizing handles will resize a picture while preserving its original aspect ratio. Now if you use the side sizing handles, the image will become distorted. Now you'll notice that if I resize using the corner handles, it will maintain its ratio, but if I use the side, it becomes distorted. Now let's look at rotating a picture. Just click and drag the arrow above the image, this one, to rotate it. So you can rotate it to any degree that you want. That's how you rotate an image in PowerPoint. So I'll let it to do that. Now to move a picture, just click and drag to move a picture to a new location. So just click and drag. You can place it anywhere you want in your slide. Now let's look at deleting a picture. If you want to delete a picture, just select the picture you want to delete, then press the backspace or delete key on your keyboard. If you press the delete key, it will be deleted. Let's undo that. Ctrl Z. If I click the backspace key, it will be deleted. Now let's look at inserting screenshots. Now PowerPoint makes it easy to insert a screenshot of an entire window or screen clipping of a part of a window in your presentation. Now to insert screenshots of a window, just go to the Insert tab, then click the Screenshot command. Now the available windows from your desktop will appear. Now select the window that you want to capture as a screenshot. So let's say I want to include my File Explorer, so I'll click on it and it will be added. Here it is. As you can see, it's an exact replica of what I have over here. To insert a screen clipping, again go to the Insert tab, then click the Screenshot command, and from here select Screen Clipping. Then you can clip, this will appear, then clip out the part that you want. So I'll clip out this part and it will be inserted. Here it is. So this was the first one and this is the screen clipping. Once you insert a picture in your slide, you may want to format it for a better look. Now PowerPoint allows you to change the picture style, the shape, add a border or crop and compress your pictures. So first let's look at cropping an image. First select the image that you want to crop. So then go to the Format tab. Then from here, click on the Crop command. Now crop out your image and make sure that your mouse is over the black lines, just to make sure you don't resize. Now you see I'm resizing, I'm not cropping it out. So I want it over the black lines to crop it out, like so. Then once you're done, click the Crop command and your image will be cropped. Now you can also crop an image to a shape. First select the image, then again under Format tab, click the drop down arrow under Crop command, then hover over Crop to Shape command. Then from here select the shape you want to crop the image to. So I'll select this one, and as you can see, the image will appear formatted as the shape, as you can see. Now you can also add a border to an image. So again, select the image that you want to add a border to. Then under Format tab, select this Picture Border command. Then from here you can choose the weight that you want. You can choose the color, and you can choose whether you want it to be in dashes or not. So I'll come to weight and make it a little bit larger. Then add a color. So I'll select this color. And as you can see, the border will appear around the image. Let me make that a little bit bigger. Weight, then as you can see, the border will appear around the image. Now we also have these commands under Format tab. These commands: correction, color, and artistic effects. Now there are options offered by PowerPoint to change the way an image appears in your slideshow. So again, you can select an image that you want. Then if I select this one and click on correction, Now from here you can sharpen or soften the image to adjust how blurry or clear it appears. And you can also adjust the brightness and contrast, which allows you to control the light and dark areas of a picture. So you can choose whichever one you want. Make it darker and I'll leave it like that. Then we have color command. Now from here you can adjust the saturation, the color tone, and you can also recolor if you want to. So I'll just select that. Then lastly we have the artistic effects. Now from here you can add artistic effects such as pastels, watercolors, and glowing edges. Then we have picture styles group, this one. Now this group contains, if I click this, it contains variety of styles that you can apply to your pictures such as frames, borders, and soft edges. So if I select that, you can see it will apply to my picture. Now, if you want to email a presentation that contains pictures, you'll need to monitor its file size. That means you want to make it smaller. Now, you might want to compress the pictures. So to compress a picture, you select the picture, then click on the Format tab. From here, click the Compress Pictures command. Then this dialog box will appear. Now from here, you can check the delete cropped areas of the pictures. So it will delete all the cropped areas of the pictures. And if you want to apply it to only to this picture, make sure you check this box. But if you want to apply it to all the pictures in your presentation, uncheck that box. Then over here you can now choose your target output. I'll select email. Then once you're done, click OK, and it will be compressed for you. All the pictures will be compressed for you. Shapes are a great way to make your presentation more interesting. Now, PowerPoint gives you a lot of different shapes to choose from, and they can be customized to suit your needs using your own color palette, preferences, and much more. To insert a shape, select the Insert tab, then click the Shapes command. Then from the drop-down menu, select the shape that you want to insert. So I'll select this and then draw it out. And that shape will be inserted into your slide. Now from here, you may want to change the shape style. So come to the shape styles group, then click on the drop down arrow here, the more arrow, then choose the shape style that you want to go with. I'll select this one. And as you can see, the shape will appear in the selected style. Here it is. You can also change the shape fill color. Just select the shape, then come to the shape fill, click the drop down arrow, then from here choose the shape fill color that you want, and it will appear as selected. You can also change the shape outline. So I'll come here, shape outline. Then as you can see, I can choose whether I want to remove the outline. So if I select no outline, it won't have an outline. But I can come and also add weight to it and also make it dashed. So I can come here and make it into dashes, as you can see. Now you can also add shape effects. So just select the shape that you want to change, then click on the shape effects command. Then from here you can use whichever effect that you want. So I'll select this one, and as you can see, the shape will appear in the selected effect. Now you can also change to a different shape. So I want to change this shape to a different shape. So again, select the shape, make sure you selected it. Then under Format tab, come to Edit Shape. Then hover over Change Shape. Then come here and choose the shape that you want to change it to. So I'll choose the sun. And as you can see, the new shape will appear. If you want, you can enter text in a shape. So I can enter text here. And I can also format this text using the Home tab. If I come to Home tab, you have this formatting tools. So while first you select the text, then you can format it however you want it, as you can see. In PowerPoint, each slide may have multiple items such as pictures, shapes, and text boxes, and you can arrange the objects the way you want by aligning, ordering, grouping, and rotating them in various ways. Now let's look at aligning two or more objects. So first select the objects that you want to align. So I have these two pictures. I'll select them by holding down the Shift key, and I'll be able to select the rest. Then come to Format tab. Then from here, click on the Align command. Then from here, you can select one of these 6 options. So you can align left, right, you can align center or left. So that's how you align two or more objects in PowerPoint. Again, you can choose to distribute objects evenly. So again, make sure you select the object that you want to distribute. So I'll select this one, hold on the Shift key, and select the others. Then under Format tab, click the Align Group. Then from here, you can select Distribute horizontally or Distribute vertically. So if I select Distribute horizontally, you'll see the change. If I select Distribute vertically, you'll see it will distribute itself evenly. Now you may want to group multiple objects into one object so that they will stay together if they're moved or resized. Now to group objects, again, select the object that you want to group. So select this one, hold down the Shift key, then select the others. Then under Format tab, click the Group command. So Format tab, Group command, then select Group. And those objects will be grouped. Now there'll be a single box, as you can see, with sizing handles around the entire group to show that they're one group. And now you can move or resize all of the objects at once. Like that, I can resize it if I want. Whatever I do to one will affect all the others. Now let's say I want to edit one of these. So what you do is you double click on the object you want to edit, then edit it. And by doing this, you won't ungroup them. So as you can see, they'll remain as a group, but I'm editing this one. So at the end of the day, they'll remain as a group. If I come back, see, it's still a group. Now, if you want to ungroup the objects again select the group object, then under Group command, click Ungroup, and the object will be ungrouped. Like so. Now let's look at rotating objects. If you need to turn an object so it faces a different direction, you can rotate it to the left or to the right, or flip it horizontally or vertically. So again, select an object, then the Format tab will appear. Now from the Format tab, click on the Rotate command. So I'll select this. Then you can choose whether you want to rotate it 90 degrees, rotate it left 90 degrees, flip vertical or flip horizontal. So I'll select this one so that we can have a preview. Then Rotate command. See, it gives you a preview once you hover over a certain command. So you can choose whichever you want and your image or your object will be rotated. In PowerPoint, you can animate text and objects such as clip art, shapes, and pictures. Now to apply animation to an object, first select the object that you want to animate. So I'll select this picture, then go to Animations tab, then from the Animation group, click the More drop-down arrow, then from here choose the desired effect. So I'll select Fly In, and that effect will be applied to your object. Now the object will have a small number next to it, as you can see, to show that it has an animation, and in the slide pane, a star symbol will appear next to the slide. Now this is also to show that it has a certain effect, animation effect, added to it. Then we have the Effect Options command here. Now it allows you to control whether it be the direction or to change the animation that you want. So if I select this, now the effect I have here is Fly In. Now the Fly In effect allows you to control which direction the object comes from. So I can select whether I want it to fly in from the bottom left, from left, or so on. So I'll select from bottom left, and as you can see, there'll be a change. Now to remove an animation, select the small number next to the object with the animation, then click the Delete key on your keyboard, and that animation will be deleted. So I'll come back here and add an effect to it. Yeah, I want it to have an effect. Now you can add multiple animations to an object, and to do this you use the add animation command. So again, select the object that you want to add an animation to, and this is maybe if you want an entrance and an exit effect. So select the object, then click on the add animation, then from here select choose from this list the desired effect that you want. So in the beginning I went with fly in, so I'll choose fly out as my exit. If the object has more than one effect, it will have a different number for each effect. So there's effect number 1 and effect number 2. And the numbers also indicate the order in which the effect will occur. Now you can choose to reorder the animations. So if you want to reorder the animations, just select the number of the effect you want to change. So let's say I want the fly in effect to come after the fly out effect. So I'll select fly in, then under animations tab, I'll come to move later. This reorder animation command group, I'll select move later, and it will be the second effect. Now PowerPoint allows you to copy animations with an animation painted to other object or texts. So again, click the object that has the effect you want to copy. So I want to copy the effect on this. Then from the animations tab, click the animation painter command. Then again, come and click the object you want to copy the effects to. So I want to copy it over here. And as you can see, it will have the effects copied from here over here, and it will come with its own numbers to show that it also has 2 effects. Now if you want to preview your animations, just navigate to the slide that you want to preview. So all my animations are in slide 1. Then from the animations tab, click the preview command, and it will play your animations for you. Now we have something as the command here, the animation pane. Now the animation pane allows you to view and manage all of the effects that are on the current slide. Now to open the animation pane, just click it. Then it will open on the right side of your window. Now it will show all the effects for the current slide in the order in which they will appear. Now you can see I have slide 1 for picture, slide effect 1 and 2 for the picture, and I have effects 3 and 4 for the title. Now from here you can do a lot of things. First, you can reorder the effects. So just click and drag the effects to reorder them. So I want this effect to come after this one. So again, you just click and drag. And that's how you reorder the effects. You can also preview effects from the animations pane. From the animations pane, click the play button. So I'll select play, and it will play all the animations that I have. Now from the animation pane, you can access the effect options dialog box, which contains more advanced options you can use to fine-tune your animations. Now to open the effect options dialog box, from the animation pane, select an effect. So I'll select the first one. Then a drop-down arrow will appear next to the effect. So click the drop-down arrow, then select effect options. Now the effect options dialog box will appear. From here, click the drop-down arrow menus to access whatever you want. So I can select the direction, I can change the direction, the timing over here. I can make enhancements such as adding sound, and after animation I can change colors, don't dim, hide after animation, hide on next mouse click. So you can make a lot of changes from here. Now again, you can change the timing, the effect timing. So from here I can delay the effect to 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. I can add the duration of the effect. So I want it to be slow, medium, fast, very fast. So right now it's on very fast. I want it to be medium. Then you can choose whether you want it to be on repeat or not. So you can choose to repeat it twice, thrice, 4 times, or maybe until next click or until the end of slide. Then once you're done making your changes, click OK. And as you can see, they'll be applied to your objects. Tables are another tool you can use to display information in PowerPoint. Now, to insert a table, go to the Insert tab, then click on the Table command. Then from here, hover the mouse over the grid of squares to select the desired number of columns and rows. So I'll do a 3 by 3. Then click and the table will appear on the currently selected slide. Now in my example, that's slide number 3. Then click anywhere in the table and start typing. And you can use the tab key or the arrow keys on your keyboard to navigate through the table. Now, another way to insert a table is by clicking the Insert Table command in a placeholder. Now, if I go to slide 4, I have this blank slide. There is this Insert Table command. If I click on that, it will ask me for the number of columns and rows I want. Then I'll click OK, and it will insert a table for me. Now let's look at modifying tables. Now to move a table, just click and drag over the edges to place it anywhere you want in your slide. So that's how you move a table. To resize a table, just click and drag the sizing handles, this one, to make it bigger if you want it bigger, or to make it smaller if that's what you're aiming for. So that's how you resize a table. Now, to add a row or column, just click the cell adjacent to the location where you want to add a row or column. So I'll click on this one, then click the Layout tab from over here. Then we have the row and columns group over here. So you can choose whether you want to insert a row. You can choose whether you want to insert it above or below the selected row, or insert left, right, column in the selected column. So let's say I want to insert a column left to this. So what I'll do is I'll place my cursor here, then click Insert Left, and a new column will be added to the left of that. I can do the same with Insert Right, Insert Below, and Insert Above. So that's how you add a row or a column. Now to delete a row or a column, so I'll type something in Wine. So yeah, then let's say I want to delete the whole of this row or column. Just select it like so. Then from the Layout tab, click the Delete command. Then select, do you want to delete column, row, or the whole table? So I want to delete the column, and as you can see, that column will be deleted. And you can do the same with rows or deleting a whole table. So let's say I want to click to delete the whole table. So click the edge of the table if you want to delete, then press the backspace or delete key on your keyboard. So I want to delete it, the whole of it, so I'll just press the delete key and that table will be deleted. Now let's look at modifying tables with the Layout tab. Now you can customize the table. You can quickly apply different table styles and customize the table borders. Now, to apply a table style, select any cell in your table. So I'll select this one. Then click the Design tab on the right side. So we have the Layout tab, then we have the Design tab. Then we have the Table Styles group. Click the More drop-down arrow over here. Then select the style that you want to apply to your table. You can select anywhere, then click on it, and it will be applied to your table. Now, let's say you want to change table style, the table style options. So we have the header row. These are the table styles options. We have the header row. You can check that or uncheck that. You have the total row, banded rows. So if you want to change any of these, just select any cell from here, then come and check or uncheck the desired options in the table style options group. So you can check and uncheck that. Just do whatever you want with it using the table style options. So I'll leave my headed row on and add banded columns. I'll remove banded rows, then do banded columns, something of that sort. Now you can also add borders to a table. So again, select the cells where you want to add borders. So in my example, I'll select every cell in my table. So just select everything. Then from the design tab, we have the borders command. Click the drop down arrow. Then over here, you can select have no borders. You can choose to have no borders, all borders, outside borders, inside borders, and so on. But for me, I want all borders. So I'll select that. And as you can see, I have borders on my table, on all the cells in my table. Now, a chart is a tool that you can use to communicate data graphically. Now, let's look at inserting charts. To insert a chart, select the Insert tab. Then from here, click the Chart command. Now, from the left pane, you can select the category that you want, then review the charts from the right pane. Now, I'll select a column, a line chart, then select this one. Then once you've made your selection, click OK. And as you can see, a chart and a spreadsheet will appear. Now, the data that appears in the spreadsheet is a placeholder source data that you will replace with your information. So you can enter data in here. Then once you're done, you can click this to close. And then here you have your chart. Now you can edit the chart at any time by coming here, selecting the chart, then clicking edit data. And this will open up again, and then you can move on to editing your data. Now another way to insert a chart is by clicking the chart command in the placeholder. So if I click on this, it will add a chart for me, and from here I can make the selection that I want, then click OK, and again a chart and a spreadsheet will appear. So that's how you insert a chart in PowerPoint. Now let's look at modifying charts with chart tools. Now to change the chart type, first select the chart that you want to change. So I want to change this chart, so I'll select it. Then the design tab will appear. So from here you can select the change chart type command. Here it is, change chart type command. So it will bring you back here. Then you can select, no, currently I have this kind of chart, so I want to change this. So change chart type. Then it's a bar chart. I want it to be a column chart. Then make your selection. Then once you're satisfied, click OK. And your chart type will be changed. The new chart will appear in your slide. Now you can also switch row and column data. To do that, select the chart that you want to modify. So I'll select this, and we have the design tab over here. Now from here, select the edit data command in the data group, then click on so I'll click on edit data, and then this will pop up. Then click the chart again. So click the chart again, then select switch row column command. So I'll click the switch row column command, and the rows and columns will be switched. As you can see, they have been switched. So that's how you switch row and column data. Now you can also change the chart layout. If you want, you can modify the chart layout. So again, select the chart that you want to modify. So I'll select this. Then we have the design tab. It will appear. Now from here, select the quick layout command over here, and then from here select the desired predefined layout from the menu. So I'll go with this one, and the chart will update to reflect the new layout. Now you can also change the chart style. Now what you'll do is select the chart again, then come to the chart style. Under design tab, we have the chart styles group. Click the more drop down arrow, then select the chart style that you want to work with, and the chart will appear in the selected style. PowerPoint allows you to insert a video onto a slide and play it during your presentation. Now, to insert a video from a file, just go to the Insert tab, then click the video command, and from here click video on my PC. Now from your PC, go to where your video is at, then select it and click Insert, and the video will be added to the slide. Now if you want to resize a video, just click and drag the corner sizing handles to resize it to your desired size, and you'll notice that the corner sizing handles will resize a video while preserving its original aspect ratio. Now if you use the side sizing handles, it will become distorted. As you can see, I'm distorting my video by using the side sizing handles. But that's how you resize a video in PowerPoint. Now, if you want to preview a video, just click the video to select it, then click the play pause button below the video, and the video will begin
Microsoft
playing.
Word is a word
And the
processing
timeline next to the
application
play
that
pause
allows you to
button will
create a
advance.
variety of
Now you can
documents,
jump to a different
including
part of the
letters,
video by clicking
resume,
anywhere on
documents.
the timeline.
It offers important features.
Now to move a video, you can just click and drag to move it wherever you want to use in your slide, and then you release it. If you want to delete a video, just select it, then click the delete or backspace key on your keyboard. So I'll press delete and it's deleted. If I undo that by pressing Ctrl Z, click the backspace key, it will also be deleted. So I'll undo that, Ctrl Z. Now let's look at editing and formatting videos. Now let's say you want to trim a video. Again, first select the video that you want to trim, then click the playback tab. Then from here, select the trim video command. Now a dialog box will appear. Use the green handle, this one, to set the start time, and the red handle to set the end time. So I want the video to start from around here. So I'll set that as my start time. I'll let the end time remain the same. Then once you're done, click OK. And as you can see, your video will start from where you wanted it to start. Now you can add in fade in and fade out effects. So from the playback tab and the editing group, you can use these arrows to add the duration or to reduce in these two effects. You can also add a bookmark in your video. Just click the timeline to locate the desired part of the video that you want to bookmark. So I can select let's say this is where I want to bookmark. So select that on your timeline, then click the add bookmark command, and a bookmark will be added. Now we have these video options over here. Now first we have the volume. It changes the audio volume for the video, so it can be low, it can be high, it can be mute. You can select whichever you want. Then we have the start command here. Now it controls whether the video will start automatically or on click of a mouse. Then we have the play full screen command. Now this lets the video fill the entire screen while playing, that is during presentation. So you can choose to check that or uncheck that. Then we have the hide while not playing. Now this will hide the video when not playing, and you can choose to add it by checking it or unchecking it to remove it. Then we have loop until stop command. Now this replays the video until stopped. And then lastly, we have the rewind after playing. Now this returns the video to the beginning when it is finished playing. If you want to add any of these, just check them or uncheck them if you want to remove them. So I'll leave mine like that. Smart Art allows you to communicate information with graphics instead of just using text. Now to insert a smart art graphic, go to the Insert tab, then under the Illustrations group, select Smart Art. Now this dialog box will appear. Select the category from the left, then the desired smart art from your right. So I can go with lists, then select this one, and then click OK. And the smart art graphic will appear on the current slide. Now there's another way you can insert a smart art graphic. You can use this insert smart art graphic command in your placeholder. Just click on it, and then this dialog box again will appear. Select the category from your left, the desired one on your right, then click OK. And again, it will be inserted on the current slide. Now let's look at adding text to a smart art graphic. Just click the desired shape, then start typing. So I can start typing from here. Then click the other shape and then just type. And this will be the last one. So that's how you add text in a smart art graphic. Now let's look at organizing smart art from the design tab. So I want to reorganize this smart art. Now you can use, let's first come to the design tab. Now you can use the commands on the design tab to create in the create graphic tab group. Now just select the shape you want to modify, then choose the desired command. So let me select this one. Now you can move down. As you can see, CU was number 1, but it's gone down. You can move it down again, move it up if you want. You can demote it or promote it. Now you can also choose to add a shape. Now adding a shape, this command will add a new shape to your graphic. So as you can see, by clicking on add shape, it will add a new shape to my smart art graphic. Now let's look at customizing smart art. The other design tab, there are several smart art styles that you can use, which will allow you to quickly modify the look and feel of your smart art graphic. So to change the style, just click the more drop down arrow from here, then select the desired style. Then once you selected it, it will be applied on your smart art graphic. You can also use the change color command to change the color theme of your smart art graphic. Just click this arrow, then come here and select a color theme that you want. Click on it and it will be applied on your smart art graphic. Now you can also customize each shape independently. You can customize each of these shapes independently. Just select the shape that you want to customize. Then under format tab, come to change shape command. Then select the new shape that you want to work with. So let's say I want to work with this L. Click on that, and as you can see, that shape will be changed to the new shape that I wanted. So that's how you customize a shape. Now let's look at changing the smart art layout. I want to change the layout. Again, go to design tab, then under the layouts group, click the more drop down arrow, then select the new layout that you want. So I can go with this one, and as you can see, it will be applied. The selected layout will appear. Now if the new layout is too different from the original, some of your text may not appear, but as of mine, you can see I can see all my text. So before deciding on a new layout, check carefully to make sure no important information will be lost. PowerPoint provides you with several proofing features, including the spelling and grammar tool that can help you produce professional, error-free presentations. Now, to run a spell check, go to the Review tab, then click the Spelling command, and the spelling pin will appear on the right. This is the spelling pin. For each error in your presentation, PowerPoint will try to offer one or more suggestions. Now, you can select a suggestion and click Change to correct the error. So this is the first error I have. Click on a suggestion, then click change. Now PowerPoint will move through each error until you have reviewed them all. Now after the last error has been reviewed, a dialog box will appear confirming that the spelling check is complete. So click OK. So this is the next error I have. Click change, and it will go on and on. Click change again. Now PowerPoint is not always correct. It may sometimes think a word is spelled incorrectly when it's not, and this often happens when people's name and proper nouns which may not be in the dictionary. As you can see, this is the name of a person, but it's appearing as an error. Now you can choose not to change it using one of these three options. So first we have ignore. Now this will skip the word without changing it. Then we have ignore all. Now this will skip the word without changing it, and it will also skip all other instances of the word in your presentation. Then we have add. Now this adds the word in the dictionary, so it will never come up as an error again. But first make sure that the word is spelled correctly before choosing this option. So I'm going to select ignore all, and I can move on to making other corrections. Now PowerPoint automatically checks your presentation for spelling errors, so you may not even necessarily need to run a separate check using the spelling command. Now these errors are indicated by a red wavy line like I have over here. Now to use the automatic spell check feature, just right click under the underlined word, and a menu will appear. Now from here, click the correct spelling from the list of suggestion, and if you want to ignore the suggestion, you can select ignore all or add to dictionary. So I'll select this and it will be rectified for me. Now PowerPoint allows you to modify the proofing options, giving you more control over how it reviews your text. Now to modify proofing options, click the File tab. To access the backstage view, then select Options. Now a dialog box will appear. Select Proofing. Then customize the options as needed, and when you finish, click OK. So you can select to check spelling as you type, hide spelling and grammar errors, check grammar with spelling. You can choose to modify whichever one of these you want to. Then once you're done, click OK, and the changes will be made. Now, modifying settings in PowerPoint options, including proofing, will affect any presentation you edit in PowerPoint and not just your current presentation. Before delivering your presentation, you might ask someone else to review it and give you feedback on your slides. Now, you can do these things in PowerPoint using the comment and compare features. Now, let's first look at commenting on presentation. So, to add a comment, select the text or object or click the area of the slide where you want the comment to appear. Then go to the Review tab and select the New Comment command. Now, the comments pane will appear, and from here type in your comment in the box. So I'll type in my comment. Then once you're done, click enter or press anywhere outside the box to save the comment. Now the comment will be represented by a small icon on the slide. Now here's my comment. This is the other comment over here. Now if I close that, let's say you want to come back and view your comments or maybe edit them, just simply click the comment icon and the comments pane will appear, or click the show comments command under Review tab and the comments pane will appear. So let's say I want to edit a certain comment, just select the comment you want to edit. So let's say I want to edit this one, then just type in the new comment that you want. So instead of saying cool illustration, I'll say cool picture. Then once I'm done, click enter and the changes will be applied. Now let's say you want to reply to a comment. Again, in the comments pane, click the reply box. So we have this reply box over here. Just click on that and then type in your reply. Then once you're done, click enter and the reply will be added to your comment. So there'll be an additional comment. So if I say lovely, click enter. As you can see, there'll be two icons here showing that there is the first comment and this is the reply. Now let's say you want to delete a comment. Just select the comment you want to delete. So I want to delete this comment. Then go to the Review tab and click the delete command, and that comment will be deleted. So now that's all on commenting on PowerPoint, on a slide that is. Now let's look at comparing presentations. Now there are situations in which you might end up with more than one version of the same presentation. You can easily compare and combine multiple versions using the PowerPoint's compare feature. To compare two presentations, first make sure that you've opened one version of the presentation. So this is the first version that I have. Then from the Review tab, select the compare command. So I'll select that and a dialog box will appear. Now from here, select the second version that you want. So I'll select it, then click merge. Now the revisions pane will appear, allowing you to compare the two presentations. So here are the presentation changes. I can select which ones I want to change and whether I want to keep them or remove them. Now, another tool that you can use to connect to a web page or a slide is called an action button. Now, action buttons are built-in shapes. You can add to a presentation and set to link to another slide, play a sound, or perform a similar action. Now to insert an action button on one slide, go to the Insert tab, then click the Shapes command. Now the action buttons will be located at the very end. Then select the action button you want to use, then click anywhere on your slide to add it. Now an action setting dialog box will appear and you can select the mouse click or the mouse over tab. Now the mouse click means that the action button will perform its action only when clicked, and the mouse over tab means that the action button performs its action only when you move the mouse over it. Now I'll come to mouse click, then select hyperlink to and make sure it's on next slide. Then I can check this if I want it to play a sound, then come and make a selection of the sound that I want. Then once I'm done, I'll click OK. So that's how you add an action button to one slide. But let's say you want to insert an action button on all slides, so I'll just delete this. Now let's say I want to insert an action button on all slides. What I'll do is I'll use a feature called the Slide Master View. So I'll come to the View tab, then under the Masters View group, I'll select Slide Master. Now I'll scroll up and select the very first slide that I have over here. Now once you've done that, go to the Insert tab, then under Shapes, select the Action Buttons group and select the action button that you want to use. So again, I'll select this one, then click anywhere on your slide to place it. So I'll place it over here, then the dialog box will appear. Now under hyperlink to, I'll select that slide, then I'll want it to play a sound and I'll come and make a selection, then click OK. I'll just position that over there, and once that is done, the action button will be added on every slide. So once I'm done, I'll come back to View tab, then click Normal View because I want to go back to the normal view. And as you can see, each and every slide I have has an action button. So that's how you add an action button to all slides. Now if you want to test an action button, go to the Slideshow tab, then from here select Start from Beginning. You can select Start from the current slide. So I'll select that, and then when I click on it, you can see the effect that it'll have. Now once you've confirmed that it's working as you wanted it to, right click anywhere and select End Show, and it will take you back now to your presentation where you can make further edits. Now let's say you want to edit an action button. So what you'll do is that you'll select the action button, then under the Insert tab, come to the Links group and select the Action command, and the Action Settings dialog box will appear. Now from here you can edit the action button, so you can select to change, you can choose to change the sound or whatever you want to change, then click OK, and the changes will be added, they'll be made. Now again, if you want to change the appearance of an action button, select the action button again, then click the Format tab. Then if you want to change now the style or color, you can use the Styles group, the Shape Styles group over here, and change that. So let's say I want to change the shape fill. I can come here and choose a different shape fill. I can choose a different shape outline and add the shape effects if I want to. So that's one way of changing the appearance of an action button. And if you want to change the shape of an action button, just come to the Edit Shape command, then change shape, then come here and select the new shape that you want to work with. So I'll select this, then the dialog box will appear again, click OK, and as you can see, I've changed the shape of my action button. Now let's have a look at modifying themes. Now PowerPoint allows you to modify a particular theme without changing anything else. Now let's say you want to select a new theme color without affecting the overall theme. Just go to the design tab, then under the variants group, click the more drop down arrow, then hover over colors. Now select the color palette that you want. I'll go with red, and the presentation will update to show the new theme color. Again, if you want to customize the colors that you have, you can come back to the variants group under the design tab, click the more drop down arrow, then under the colors menu, come to customize color, and from here you can customize the colors that you want and add a new theme color that you want. So let's say I want to customize this text background dark one. I can come over here and select this one as the new color, then give it a new name. I can give it let me just give it file 1, then click save. So that way I've customized the color palettes that I have. Now let's look at selecting new theme fonts. Let's say you want to change the font without the changing a theme's overall look. Again, under design tab, come to the variants group, then click the more drop down arrow, then under fonts, choose the font that you want to work with, and it will update itself. The presentation will update to show the new theme fonts. Again, if you want to customize theme fonts, if you have a specific font in mind for a presentation, it's easy to choose your own theme font. So you'll just come here, click the more drop down arrow, under fonts, go to customize fonts. Now under this dialog box that will appear, it will appear with two current theme fonts, that is the heading font and the body font. Now to change the fonts, click the drop down arrows, and from here you can change the font as you wish. Then once you're done, give it a new file name. I'll call it file 2, then click save, and the presentation will update to show the new custom theme fonts. Now let's again you want to select a new theme effect. You want to apply a new theme effect which will quickly change the appearance of shapes in your presentation. So what you do is you come to the variants group under the design tab, click the more drop down arrow, then under effects, choose the effect that you want to work with. Now you can see the changes that are happening on my red line. It's kind of giving a preview. So I'll select this one, and the presentation again will update itself and show the new theme effects. Now to further customize your slides, you can change the background color by choosing a different background style. Now to apply a background style, again from the design tab, click the more drop down arrow under the variants group, then select background styles. Now from here you can change the background color and choose whichever one you want. But if you want even more control over the background, you can click the format background. If you come back here under background styles, click the format background command, and from here you can choose whether you want a solid color, a gradient, a picture, or texture fill, a pattern fill. You can select whichever one you want and make your changes. Then once you're done, you click reset background. So that's how you customize your background, your background in PowerPoint. Now you can also save a custom theme. If you want, if you've created your own custom theme, you can choose to save it and use it on other presentations. Now to do this, go to the design tab, then click the drop down arrow under themes. Then from here, select save current theme. Now a dialog box will appear. Now type a file name. Now it's already given itself a file name, theme1. Then click save. Now if I click the more drop down arrow, I have this custom theme that I've just created. And that's how you save a theme in PowerPoint. PowerPoint offers several tools that can help you rehearse your slideshow. Now you can even record a copy with a voiceover narration, allowing viewers to watch the presentation on their own. Let's first look at rehearsing slideshow timings. Now, to rehearse timings, go to the slideshow tab, then click on the rehearse timing command. Now you'll be taken to a full screen view of your presentation. Now practice presenting your slideshow, and when you're ready, you move to the next slide. Click the next button over here. You can just click anywhere with your mouse, and it will record itself as it goes. And when you reach the end, a certain dialog box will appear with the total time of your presentation. Now if you're okay with your timings, you can click yes. But let's say you want you need more than just one try to get the timings just right. So you can use these recording tools over here. This is the recording toolbar. Now you can click on that to pause recording, then resume recording when you're ready, or you can click on this repeat, like the repeat command, and it will take you from the beginning. So once you say resume recording, it will take you now from the beginning, and it will go on as you record. Now once you record and you get to the end, it will tell me the total time for your slide was, now for me it was 28 seconds, but it will change depending on how long you want that recording to last. Then if you want to save the new slide timings, you click yes. If not, you click no. So I'll click yes for now, and I've saved those timings on my slideshow. Now let's look at recording your slideshow. Again, if you want to record a slideshow, from the slideshow tab, select the record slideshow command. Then choose whether you want to start recording from beginning or start recording from current slide. So I'll select start recording from beginning, and this dialog box will come up. So I can select how I want to record it, whether I want to record the slide and animation timings or the narrations, ink, and laser pointer. So I'll select both and click on start recording, and now it will start recording. Now remember, you can only record narrations if you have a microphone attached to your computer. Now your presentation will appear in full screen view again. Then perform your slideshow. Make sure you speak clearly into the microphone if you're recording narrations. Then when you're ready to move to the next slide, click the next button on the recording toolbar here, or just click anywhere and it will take you to the next slide. Now when you reach the end of the show, PowerPoint will close the full screen view. So let's go till the end. It will close itself. Now your slide timings and narration are now part of your presentation. So the timings that I had earlier plus the narration that I've added now will be part of my presentation, and the slides with narration will be marked with a speaker icon in the bottom right corner. As you can see, I have this speaker icon over here. If I go to another slide, I have another speaker icon over here. So that will show you that you have a narration on that slide. Now let's say you want to remove slide timings or narration. Maybe you change your mind about including slide timings or narration. You can easily remove one or both, and you can also clear them from the entire presentation or just the current slide. Now to do this, again, go to the slideshow command, then click on the record slideshow command over here. So you'll come to the slideshow tab, then record slideshow command, and from here select clear. Now you can select to clear timing on current slide or clear timing on all slides, clear narration on current slide, and clear narrations on all slides. So I'll select clear narrations on all slides, and as you can see, the little speaker icon has been removed from all the slides that I have. Then if I come back here, I can also select to clear timing on all slides. So that's how you remove slide timings or narrations. Now, PowerPoint offers several options to enhance or even totally change the way you deliver your presentations. And now you can export a presentation as a video. Now, you'll use the Create a Video feature, which allows you to save your presentation as a video. Now, to create a video, click the File tab. Then it will take you to the Backstage view. Go to Export, then select Create a Video. Now, from here, you can choose the presentation quality. So you can choose it to be a large file size, medium, file size or small file size. So I'll go with medium. Then you can choose whether you want to use recorded timings and narrations, or make edits there. So as you can see, there's the don't use recording timings and narrations command, and there's the use recorded timings and narrations. But for now, I don't have any recorded timing and narration. That's why this is not highlighted. Then there's the record timings command and preview timings and narrations command. So once you've made your selection, come here and select create video. Now a dialog box will appear, and from here you'll choose where you want to save that video, then give it a name, then click save. As you can see down here, it says it's creating a video. So we'll wait until it's done. And once it's done, you'll go to wherever you save the video and get a preview, watch it later on. So if I minimize this, here it is, the word intro video. I'll double click on it to open, and as you can see, it will come to me as a video.